Okay, so now going back to the DBT definition, if you see here, okay, so DBT is a SQL transformation workflow that lets a team quickly and collaboratively deploy analytics code, following software engineer best practice like modularity, profitable, portability, and CI/CD documentation. Now, anyone on the data team can safely contribute and product, pro- production grade data pipelines. I mean, just we can create these things. So, if you see here, okay, so generally we will have some definitions on the okay DBT. Okay, so here also you see DBT is an open source software tool that enables data analytics and the data engineer to transform and model data in the data warehouse. It simplifies the ETL process by focusing on the T means mainly transformation layer. Okay, and integrates seamlessly with the modern cloud based on data platform. Okay, so this is what the DBT the advantage when compared to other ETL tools. Okay, so maybe every software will have their own advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so we have to look for the mainly what we can do by using this tool which we are going to select. Okay, so that is the main matter. And here in DBT, okay, you will have there are few things are there. I mean, creating a macros and creating models. So I will go to that also once we install. Okay, and here you see. Okay, so DBT operates on a set of core principles that guide its philosophy and approaches data transformation and modeling. Okay, so this is very important to know what is the things. I mean usage of this DBT, right? So raw data is ingested into the data warehouse first. I mean as I mentioned, right, our legacy ETL tools, it pulls the data and transform. But here, what we will do, whatever the data present, raw data means it is completely like, for example, hello,
Users of DBT.
sorry, hello, hello, any questions? Hello, okay,
No, no.
okay, okay. So raw data means which is generated in the first step. Okay, that we called as a raw data. For example, if you are actively you are present in Twitter, okay, and Facebook or WhatsApp, right? So whenever whatever you want, you can message. I mean, just hi friends, hello, how are you, something, or any related issues you can talk about, or you can paste any videos and all, any audio, anything, right? So that is when the data enters into the Facebook or LinkedIn or WhatsApp, right? That goes first as the raw data. And similarly, whenever you go to the any DMart or anything, right? Or any sales shops where you want to purchase the books or anything, okay? And there they will draft, and even if you go to the banks they will enter all the details and all. Okay, so those things initially where the data is generated, okay, that is called a raw data. So that raw data, what it does, if you see this definition, okay, so the raw data is ingested into the data warehouse means entire raw data it will store into the table, whether it is a one single line, whether it is a delimiter level storing in the table format, it does not matter for us. Okay, so hmm, finally the data will be stored under warehouse. And using these conceptual capabilities of for in database transformation, this principle, I mean, what it does, the after you push the data into the data warehouse, then using whether you should have some database, right? Okay, so there either it is see here we have an example called a Snowflake BigQuery Redshift for heavy computation. Okay, so you can run the queries to pull the data as per the how you want to perform or how you want to improve the logic. Okay, not only improve the logic, transforming the data mainly. Okay, so you can do instead of pre-transforming data, here you see, instead of pre-transforming data ETLT, sorry, ETL, DBT supports CLT. As I mentioned, right, legacy systems, it extracts and transforms, then finally loads. But DBT, what it is, ELT process. So already you have the raw data, and what it is, where raw data is loaded into the data warehouse, extract and load, then transform using the SQL based models. I mean, mainly SQL you use, push the data, transform the data and load the data generally. So when compared to ETL tool, passing the data from layer by layer, SQL is best actually. So that is the reason every candidate or every person has to learn SQL if they want to become a data engineer or data analyst, okay, data scientist. If these three positions mainly, if you want to settle down, then you have to be expertise in the SQL, stored procedures or SQL, whatever, but mainly SQL. Even front-end developer also they should know this SQL, because they have to integrate the SQL query in their Java code to load the data into a table. Okay, DBT uses SQL as a domain specific language. This eliminates the need for proprietary transformation language UI based ETL tool, providing direct and transparent transformation logic. That is okay, and we have anyway we discussed about the Git. Okay, DBT projects are typically version controlled using Git. Already we discussed, so we can accommodate our Git, right, allowing the for a branches based on development commitment, historical collaboration through pull request model dependencies. So already we have discussed this one last class. What is the use of our Git? Okay, now we have many things. Okay, when we started discussing, right, then we will discuss, and mainly architecture. Okay, as I'm explained, right, you if you see here we have a main DBT. It's there is some, generally they will have their own course actually. So central control is DBT is primarily operated through the command line interface, allowing user to run commands for transformation, DBT run, testing, DBT test, and documentation generate, DBT docs generation, and SQL, okay, and their templates. So even generally, even if you go to the cloud also, we have seen in the last classes DBT cloud. Okay, so that DBT cloud also, there also you need to write a query and you need to run, and you have an option called also to schedule that job, right? So that is different thing. But here, first of all, whatever the query you have written, that also has to execute, right? So that is the reason we need a command line interface. Okay, command line interface is nothing but okay, you go to the our command prompt, general I'm talking. Okay, so command prompt you go and connect the DBT and run it. Similarly in DBT also it's the same. Okay, so there you will have a CLI. CLI means the same, command line interface. Okay, so there also you can execute the command to execute all the queries. Okay, so I will share this one and you just go through, just read out once. Okay, so it will help you some understanding. And now, okay, to install the DBT, installation steps. So what we need to do first of all, okay, already I told you guys, right? First we need to install Python once again. Yeah. So installation steps first, what we need to do, we need to create a one folder. Hmm? First, try to install Python. Okay. Once you created a Python, then create a folder for DBT. Okay. And then go to the command line and execute the DBT. Okay. Using the command again. We'll discuss that also. And after executing this, okay, what you have to do, you need to once that will install. That's it. Okay. Again, to initialize all folders of DBT. Okay. So we can say skeleton means all required folders and everything it has to create, right? So we need to run again. There is a command called DBT. Sorry, run init. Something is there init folder. Something dbt or something. There is a command. Once it is executed, so everything will be configured. And after that, what you have to do, you need to connect with the Git. Okay, Git. And once it is done, you go to the Visual Studio. Okay, if you are interested to run, or else you go to the command line and there only you can execute. It's your take. Okay, so now if you see here, okay, I will just check Python is there or not. Already I have installed, as I said, right? Yesterday also I shown you guys. So we have a Python. Hmm? If you see, we can run Python. See Python connected. Just okay, and you can print anything. It will print. So Python also without having any, without using any network, you can practice Python once you install. That also it will help you here. So you just it is line by line command you need to give here. Okay. In case if you want to create all commands in the Python, for example, hmm, you have to create a file. Hmm? Create a file. Under file, you just write like this print hmm, hi Hanif hmm, and print dbt is good for ELT, something like. So what will happen once you execute this file, then it will run this one, and after that it will run this one. So line by line execute. That also we will discuss later. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll create a folder. Okay. First of all, let me try to create a folder. Hmm. DBT tool. What I am no, it's not good actually. So what I will do, I will create a folder. Let's try to create a folder somewhere. Mm, okay. Let me see here. Otherwise, okay. Demo underscore dbt. Don't give any spaces. Okay. I created this one. Okay. Now I will try to go here. I will come out from the Python. Exit. CD. Demo. DBT. System cannot find this path. I'm in Honey user, right? CD. CD demo. Okay, I'm here, and pip install dbt. Okay, so this is the command to execute the dbt. Okay, so first of all, I need to connect through the run as a admin. Okay, let me try that. Mm, okay, now cd. Okay, pip install dbt. This is locally I'm installing. Okay, so you should have an internet again. Okay, so generally if you pip install dbt means it won't install without internet. So what is saying actually required requirement already satisfied dbt. So we have all these libraries and all, because last time we have installed a new release, update run python, pip install upgrade pip. Okay, that is okay. Now what we do? Okay, so I will initiate this dbt init. Okay, and demo dbt unknown init. uh, so I have to go here, dbt help. Steps are very important. Okay. Mm. Once you follow the steps, right, then it is easy for you. Setup dbt. Here you will find dbt cloud setup, dbt core setup. Now I am going to set up a dbt core. Okay. dbt cli. Okay, feature dbt run command line. Okay. dbt run the model of your defined project. dbt test. Where is this? Mm, mm. So using first what we need to do, Python nv dbt nv. I think we created this one. Okay, create a environment. So I'm just taking this. Okay, copy pasting. Already we have done, I guess, this one. But anyway, env. Done. Yeah, active the same virtual environment. Each time you can create a shell window. Okay, then dbt env active. dbt script. For Windows, we need to select. Okay. Source. Okay. Then how do we execute this? Create alias. Path of to be activated. Pip install dbt core. Okay, what I will do better. So instead of doing here, okay, I will prepare the steps one by one because there was something I missed out actually. Okay, we created already, right? So I have to see where I have created those folders. Okay, then only I can able to configure. I need to check where I have created the folders. I'm not able to find that actually. Somewhere I can see. NV got created. I created here dbt NV created. Libraries are created. Activate here we have source activate. Yeah, this was created. Okay, and there are some other steps we have to do. Okay, so let's again tomorrow we will connect and we will see what we can do. I will prepare the steps accordingly. What I will do, whatever I created, right, I will uninstall first. Then tomorrow, step by step, I'll execute one by one command and I'll show you so that you will understand better. So you can also follow the same. Only path maybe you have to change accordingly. That we can do. Okay. Any questions? Hello. Hello. ఓకే, మీరు కూడా చూడాలా. ఓకే, మీరు కూడా ఒకసారి చూస్తే మీకు కూడా అర్థమవుతుంది. మనకి 2 టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి క్లౌడ్ లెవెల్ ఉంది, ఒకటి కోర్లో ఉంది. సో మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే కోర్లో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడానికే చూస్తున్నాం మొత్తం. ఎందుకంటే ప్రతిసారి ఇంటర్నెట్ కనెక్ట్ చేయాలంటే ఇబ్బంది కదా. సో మనము అంటే కంపల్సరీ స్నోఫ్లేక్ చేయాలంటే కంపల్సరీ ఉండాల్సిందే. బట్ ఇక 2 ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే మంచిది. హలో.
ఓకేనా?
Okay. Okay. So tomorrow, yeah, I'll prepare the steps tomorrow and we will connect again and we'll start. And once it is done, right? నేను ఇంకొకటి ఇంటర్వ్యూ గురించి ఎందుకు టచ్ చేయలేదు అంటే మనకు అదే ఇంకా కొందరు మీరు ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలా బాగా. నాకు ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ వచ్చింది 3-4 ఇంకా మీరు డెప్త్గా చదవాలా. సీక్వెల్ అంతా చదివినామంటున్నారు కానీ తుస్సే కొద్దిగా. ఓకే, ఏం పెద్ద పస లేదు సీక్వెల్లో. ఇంకా కొద్దిగా బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి. దాంతోపాటు మీరు డాక్యుమెంట్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయండి దీనిదే. ఓకే, చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడనే నేను స్లో డౌన్ చేసేది. ఎందుకంటే సీక్వెల్ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు తెలుసు కాబట్టి వన్స్ ఈ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ మొత్తం అయిపోయిన తర్వాత, మొత్తం డీబీటీ గురించి ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేసిన తర్వాత, ఇంక నేను డైరెక్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్‌లోకి వెళ్తా. ప్రాజెక్ట్ తయారు చేయాలి. అంటే సీక్వెల్ ఫైల్ ఎట్లా లోడ్ చేస్తాము, ఫైల్ లోడ్ అయిన తర్వాత మాక్రోస్ ఎలా రాస్తాం, మోడల్స్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం, ఓకే. ఫైనల్‌గా డేటా ఎట్లా పోతుంది అనేదే చూపిస్తా. అది జస్ట్ నాకు 1 వీక్‌లో అయిపోతది. లేదంటే మాక్సిమం అంటే 2 వీక్స్ లోపల అది అయిపోగొట్టేస్తా. అది అయిపోయిందనుకో అండ్ ఎవ్రీడే ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వెషన్సే ఉంటాయి. ఓకే. సో, అందుకే నేను ఈడ స్లో వెళ్తున్నా. ఈ ఈ మంత్ అంటే 21 అంటే ఈ మంత్ లోపు మొత్తం మీకు డీబీటీ ఏంది అనేది అర్థమైపోతది. ఓకే. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ సెప్టెంబర్‌లో ప్రాజెక్ట్ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ చేసేస్తాం. అండ్ అక్టోబర్ కల్లా మీరు రెడీగా ఉండాలి డీబీటీ గురించి. ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ కోసం ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలా. నేను చెప్తున్నా చూడండి మళ్ళా. ఇంటర్వ్యూ కోసం పర్ఫెక్ట్‌గా మీరు ఆహ్, ఇది చేసేసుకోవాలా. హ్మ్. ఓకే. మళ్ళీ లేదన్నా నేను చదవలేదు అవి మాత్రం చెప్పొద్దండి. ఇంటర్వ్యూస్‌కి ఖచ్చితంగా కూర్చోవాల. సో, నేను చెప్తున్నా గదా! ఎవ్రీడే ఈరోజు అంటే నేను కావాలనే 7:30 పెట్టినా. బట్ రేపు మళ్ళా 6:30కే ఉంటది క్లాస్. ఓకే. సో, లేస్తేనే క్లాస్ ఇంగ అటెండ్ అవ్వాల్సిందే. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. హ్మ్. ఓకే. సో, చదువుకోండి. నేను అన్ని స్టెప్స్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసి మీకు వీలైతే డాక్యుమెంట్ షేర్ చేస్తా. అట్లానే మీరు ప్రొసీడ్ అవ్వండి. నేను గూడా అంతలోపు ఇది చెక్ చేసేస్తాను. ఓకే.
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 ఓకే మా. రైట్. ఓకే. థాంక్ యూ. థాంక్ యూ ఎవ్రీవన్. కంప్లీట్ కూర్చొని అయిపోగొట్టాలి మీరు చెప్తున్నా చూడు. ఆ! హ్మ్. ఓకే. జ్ఞానేందర్ ఈరోజు రాసేస్తాలేమ్మా నీది. హ్మ్.
ఓకే అండి. ఓకే అన్న.
ఆ! హ్మ్. ఈరోజు కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాలే. అండ్ మీన్‌వైల్ ఇది గూడా చూసుకో. మనకు హెల్ప్ అవుతది ఇంటర్వ్యూ కోసం. హ్మ్.
ఓకే.
ఓకే.
ఓకే అండి.
ఓకే. రైట్ మా. ఓకే. హ్మ్. థాంక్ యూ. థాంక్ యూ ఆల్.